The Aqua String Band has been organized since 1920. I have to say it was probably one of the most continuing marching bands since 1920. The interesting fact about the Aqua String Band, the way we got our name, back in the days of Prohibition, the band used to get together for rehearsal nights. And since there was Prohibition, we couldn't have any beer, the guys used to drink water. So when they started to organize the band, they needed a name, so they thought they'd go with the name Aqua. So that's how the name stuck with and around Prohibition times. However, I don't know if that's the exact story, but I know that's a story that everybody follows.
All right, on this side, you got Mitch, Kenny, Justin, CJ, Tommy, 40.
We usually joke that we start planning for a parade on January 2nd, and that's essentially true. But when you think about what a string band does, we do it every single year on a 12-month basis. We have to design brand new costumes, a brand new concept, brand new custom-written musical arrangements every single year, and put it together into a 4.5-minute performance, all while still doing our fundraising and doing our performances throughout the year.
The process of putting a theme together is rather lengthy. Usually we take ideas from the body of the band, and actually really anybody has an idea that they want to present through one of our members.
We come up with preliminary concepts from a musical standpoint, from a costume standpoint. Then we engage with a professional costume artist who provides us with drawings, usually around April. Those drawings are then turned over to a professional costume fabricator, the person who actually puts the costumes together. Our costumes have been hanging in our clubhouse since August.
The next step is get the costumes made. At the same time, they're starting to work on the music. So we have music arrangers that will take the songs, the ideas that we have, and they'll put it into an arrangement. And the arrangement has to be something that has to be designed for 4 minutes and 30 seconds, because that's the amount of time that we have at the judges' stand.
We usually start with the band performing on their feet, dancing and maneuvering in September, but the band starts performing the music in a rehearsal setting, usually at the beginning of the summer.
Then we start working on the drill. The drill is probably the last part of it to put everything together. When you have your music, you have your concepts, you have your props that are also being made at the same time. Comes up to the culmination of the final thing sometime in December, and then we put it on New Year's Day for our presentation.
So it really is a full year, round-the-clock work effort. And now this time of the year we start to tighten up the production, start to add perfection to the ending and the beginning, and it becomes very stressful and pressurized over the next few weeks as we get closer to the big day.
Through the years, our band has done a lot of different parades, either locally or out of town. And every time you go out of town, you're really not quite sure how they're going to take to the Philadelphia string band flavor.
The Hatboro Parade is just one of many, many parades that we do. One of our members, we're actually in the home of Joe and Sean Farrell. They live here in Hatboro, and the parade route goes right by their house. And we take this opportunity for the band to convene here, and our band is outside rehearsing now, and we turn it into a band picnic day, a way for the families and the friends to get together and just get morale going. Once we finish our rehearsal, we'll line up, take a school bus to the start of the parade route, and march down and have a good time. The City of Philadelphia knows that the Aqua String Band is presenting a hobo theme.
It's a very popular theme. Everybody loves to do hobos because it's a fun theme, it's a carefree theme, it's a lot of fun.
We're going to be using pieces of what other people appear to have discarded, but we see as valuable resources to help us live out our fantasy just for 4 minutes. What would it be to be a rich man? What would it be to be a star of a show? And that's essentially the soul of the hobo, is living that fantasy, and that's what we're going to be presenting for 2013.